Technology has become the order of the day. It has actually become something that we cannot do without. Okay, it's actually good because, of course, we live in a globalized world or in a technological world, so it is actually a very good thing. But then there's a downside, or there's the bad side to this, which is the introduction to fraudulent activities and the word scam, as you know it. It's actually become the order of the day. Everybody now in the society is complaining of one thing or the other that has to do with them being defrauded or them being scammed by somebody somewhere that they don't know. Which is why we'll be looking at a very interesting topic today. We'll be looking at, everyday scam, how to spot and then how to handle them. Hello, everybody. You're welcome to the Lifestyle Show here on New World TV. I still remain your girl and the host for the show, EJ. If you haven't followed the Lifestyle playlist on New World TV, please follow us on YouTube. Follow the Lifestyle playlist, like, subscribe, and keep sharing. Once again, you all are welcome. With me here in the studio are two lovely people, very familiar face. I'll begin with the lady. Hello, ma. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank
Miss
you.
Uju is on red. She's looking beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's very nice to have you here today.
Same here too.
Do you mind introducing yourself?
Okay, so I believe you guys have known me already, but I'll still introduce myself again. My name is Cosmos Juliet Uju.
Okay.
I'm an actress and I'm a nurse.
All right.
Yeah.
Very nice to have you here once again.
Thank you very much.
And then we have Almighty Mr. Latif. I think I need to pronounce the surname well. It's Waliu, right?
Yeah.
Pop, there's something you want to tell me. He's the organizer for Togo National Debate. Sir, is there any other thing you want to add?
No, it's okay.
I said, do you get? Thank you both for coming, okay? Now, like I formally introduced this very particular topic, it has become the order of the day. Everybody has experienced one fraudulent activity or the other. If you haven't experienced it, somebody somewhere that is related to you may have gone through such experience, which is why we'll actually be talking about it today. First of all, what do you think about the topic?
It's a very interesting topic. The word scam. I believe that everybody have heard about it.
Okay.
And just like you said, if you have not been scammed, you've had somebody who has been scammed one way or the other, maybe directly or indirectly.
Yeah.
So,
okay, Salatif, please, what are some of the some of the most common scams you think people fall for today?
I think it depends on on countries because we have, according to Anglophones and Francophone countries, at least I know both countries, so I can talk about them. Situations are different, our lifestyles are different, education sometimes even is different. I'm talking about formal education, which led to a lot of things with these differentiations. I can even say in Anglophone countries we can talk about scams, but in Francophone countries we don't really have scam. Like, it happens, but this is just for people that are hungry. Like, someone will just scam you for 50,000. So, this guy is hungry now, so it's something like that.
Okay, Mrs. Ju, what do you think? He shocked you back?
really shocked. Do you say there's no scam in Togo or in? Okay, let me not use the word Togo. Let me just like you said,
Francophone.
I don't call it scam because someone to use his computer to scam someone like millions of CFA, it does not really exist. Not only
in Togo,
seriously.
I mean in Francophone country.
I just like let's not call Togo because since he did not mention
let's not bring it
so in clause he said Francophone.
I'm talking about Francophone countries. I've been in Ghana, I've been in Kenya, I've been in Nigeria, I've been in Zimbabwe, I've been in South Africa. So, like, I know at least their lifestyles.
What do you think?
And I know also some Francophone countries, and I know what's
when you say lifestyle, like. what do you mean by
No, wait. Let's take it this way. What do you think about what he has said, first of all?
I don't agree.
Explain to me why.
Because when it comes to scammers are everywhere. There's no place that is left out. Every corners of this continent has scammers. It depends on the direct place where you are from and the kind of scam that's coming in that particular area. Because I believe that every continent or every country has their own legit whatever they are doing that is favoring them at that point in time, that particular country. What they are doing here in Togo is not what they are doing in Nigeria. What they are doing in Nigeria is not what they are doing in US. So if there is scam in US where there's popularly like how would I even put it? I don't think that you saying Francophone that there's no scam. No. It's not something to
Mr. Latif, do you know what Olaya people are doing to new people that is in town? They will collect your money, basa. See, If maybe they are taking you from here to a drainaway, and maybe it's 500. If they know that
you are a JJC,
you are JJC, you don't speak English, they'll be telling you 2,000. They will not carry and go and run around. Is that one not scamming?
It's a scam.
This is what I mean. Like, there's something I call basic scamming. Like, this is something that happens in every country, right?
You
like,
say basic scamming.
Basic scam is a scam.
I know.
There's no justification about that.
I know. You know, I just don't want to globalize it because I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
When you go to Nigeria, for example, you have Yahoo boys, right?
Yes.
We even have Yahoo Plus, like people that add juju to scamming, right? And even the government, the federal government of Nigeria knows about it, and they're trying to fight it with the EFCC. When you come to Togo, we don't have Yahoo Plus.
Okay, but you have Yahoo.
We don't even have Yahoo for us to have Yahoo Plus.
How sure are you?
I'm coming.
How sure are you?
I'm coming. What I mean is, what do I say? So, like, someone who can just take you on a motorbike and tell you, okay, instead of 500, the person will be taking 2,000. It's a scam, right?
Yes.
But I can't compare that to what is happening in Nigeria, for example.
I don't know why you keep calling the name Nigeria. That's not the only place that is scam.
She feels attacked.
I know.
You are attacking me directly.
No, I'm not attacking you.
So stop calling the name Nigeria. You can just say you don't want to globalize it, right?
No. Perhaps that you don't understand what I mean. Okay.
Okay.
What I mean is this: when you come to francophone countries,
Yes.
the problem of scamming is not a number one problem. And it's not a global thing. It's not something that you can be afraid of when you step outside, for example.
Okay.
These are countries where you can stay outside even up to 12, like in the midnight, and nothing happens. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
A lot of people in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Anglophone countries, I will stop calling Nigeria for me to be safe now.
Exactly.
A lot of people in Anglophone countries
Yes.
don't feel safe even around like 1 a.m. Like in a town, let's say Lagos, Abuja, Nairobi, Joburg. I've been in all these towns and I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, Mr. Ju, what do you think are some of the early signs that indicate that, Charlie, something is going somewhere? I'm about to get scammed.
The information that you're getting from the person.
Okay.
Now, let's say when you want to get scammed, although I have not been scammed, but I have some people that have been scammed. Now, here is one thing I feel that these people have in common. It's their way of putting up the informations. They are well put together. If you want to know a scam, in fact, everything will be so perfect. If I need something from you, yes, it can be perfect, but it cannot be that 100% perfect to the way you are going to understand it. You will want to understand, but in this kind of what I'm trying to say, when somebody wants to scam you based on the internet or using an information, the person will be sending you any information you send to you ask the person. Okay, let's say, okay, let me know the reason why you want this. The person will send it to you. Okay, why did you get this, or where did you get it? The person will send anything you request for. The person is going to give it to you. You should be suspicious. How is this person getting? This person is already getting it prepared for you, because he knows that you are going to ask for this thing. So okay, now why not me? Let me just keep this thing. Okay, so that when she asks, I'll just put it up. So all these things that you should get so you sit back and relax and be like, okay, since the person wants to play, maybe you can just go outside the box of whatever that person wants to do. But what my own clue is that I know that those people will always be as straight. Whatever you ask them, they are always giving it to you.
So let's say, what do you think?
I think not only the information, right? The environment. Which the environment first. Let's suppose someone is using a phone to scam you. The person is calling you, right? For me, it's a very sensible information requesting you to drop an amount of money to someone through just a phone call. Doesn't make, like, people like me, I would never and ever accept that, right? Now the problem is when someone uses a computer to do so. I know this is a very high level technology that some other people don't master, and which is now making them fall into this trap. But someone using a phone call, I think this is too petty, like very small for people just to fall for it. Now, it depends on the type of people. The educated one can very easily
fall for it,
like compared to the uneducated ones.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Do you mind me
Okay.
saying something based on what you say? Say that
Yeah.
the scam on phone is not something to, like, I don't understand that place. When you say the scam, or let's say on mobile phones, people don't hardly fall for it. Is that what you're trying to say?
Okay. This is what I believe in Francophone countries we have as common as far as education is concerned. We believe that, like, whatever the circumstances, you don't earn money very easily from someone. Like, no one can just, like,
Easily
no one
give
will
you
just
money.
easily give you money. Even these betting, like football betting and
Platforms,
all
yeah.
those stuff, you will remark that even in the past, it doesn't even exist in Togo. It's just very recent. I can even talk about just 2 years that this thing started here in Togo.
Okay.
So which means we have a kind of education that doesn't even go into that line. Not only, I'm not talking about Togo, I'm talking about almost all.
So you're
Francophone
saying, in
countries.
essence, that people don't really fall for phone
People
call?
don't, like, people rarely fall for
They
these things.
rarely,
They
okay.
rarely fall for it.
Is it based
Yeah.
on, because you're talking about, say, is it based on the education aspect? Because I'm still trying to understand where you're coming from. You said they are not well educated to know about this scam or to fall into it. Because if that's the case, I would say no, that's total wrong. Because handsets these days, anybody can use it to track you down and do whatever they want to do with it. Somebody, even don't be surprised. Somebody who is close to you is going to be the person that is going to scam you. The person who is very, very close to you has already known the details about you. Is going to be the one to give information to somebody to say, okay, please call this Charlie. This is what she's going to tell this person. Because the person already knows that, okay, see what they are going to tell you. Maybe the person have known that someone who is compassionate. Okay, if you tell this person that, oh, you're feeling, maybe you're not okay in the house, or somebody have not eaten since morning. Because this I say, other than 2K. Somebody will just call you, please send me 2K, I've not eaten. No. If you're a compassionate somebody, you have to send. So when you say phone is not, if you don't have phone, where will you want to see me now?
Wait.
Do you understand?
Okay. Mr. Latif, let me pick your brain a little. As scams in this 21st century, we can actually say they are becoming very, it's become too much. Good. Why would you say that? I mean, recently I had this very funny news of someone scamming the president of the US. I don't know if this news trended. I saw it on TikTok. We don't really know how true it is, but boys are doing things.
Even the Department of State of the United States
Exactly,
has been scammed
they are
and all those
doing
kinds,
things. So why do you think it's become really rampant right now?
it came a time when, in the past, technology was like very manageable and very controllable in the past, but now it's no more like that controllable, and that's the problem. I remember when 5G, when the technology 5G came out, that became a very diplomatic problem between China and the US. You know why? Because the US was using, all of us, like the whole world were using 4G, and then China discovered 5G.
Okay.
So now the problem is, as soon as you have a technology that is higher than mine, it means you can very easily scam me. You can very easily have like information that I'm hiding, just because you have high-level technology. That applies to scamming, like in our society today. Because today we have AI, because today we have 5G technology, which governments are not able to be controlling. In the past, let me tell you this, in the past, when I'm talking about even 2005 up to 2010, 12, 13, guys, a lot of Yahoo Plus can be happening in Nigeria, but it can never and ever happen in Togo, Benin. Do you know why? Because Francophone countries' government have a very, like, they have 100% handling on like technology, and all phones are being controlled to the extent that people don't even try it. And if you try it, you can very easily be arrested. Like, people easily like don't fall for it. Do you understand what I mean? Like, they hardly fall for it.
So you can easily
and the
spot.
government, good, and the government also have a very high level control on technology to the extent that you can't even try it. If you try it, you can be arrested. A lot of people that run away from the federal government and other governments from Anglophone countries come into Francophone countries. When they come, this is where they are arrested. A lot of scammers that run away from Kenya, South Africa, when they come to Francophone countries, they are arrested. Do you know why? Because of that. Because technology was controllable. Now it's no more controllable. And this is what's happening today. you know, with our socio-political problem that's happening in the country today, and you understand, it's becoming a very big problem just because technology is no more that controllable to the extent that the government is now kind of falling for even what is happening today. So this is where scamming is becoming unstoppable, and I'm afraid it will even grow
escalate.
Bigger. Good.
What do you think?
Well, just I would say the same thing he said. It's becoming a rampant something. Anybody can get scammed anywhere at any point. Because the funniest part of something made me remember right now. Excuse me. I remember when my mom went to a church. So she went to one particular church. I'm not trying to bring down anybody.
Yeah.
But she went to church. So in the church they gave her something tied in a nylon. It was in a white plane. So they say whenever you get to your shop, you get to your house, sprinkle it in your house and all those things. So, and they gave my mom also mustard seed.
Okay.
50, according to my mom, it was 50. So she said, as you're putting the white things, put 2 mustard seed. So it got to a time, a week later, my younger sister wanted to cook and was actually looking for salt. And was like, she saw something that was tied on top of my mommy's table. She touched it and she opened it and used it in preparing food. So when my mommy came, my mom was like, where did you see salt you used in preparing? Because I knew that salt was finished before I left the house. She said, I saw a salt that you tied on top of your table and I used. My mom said, what salt? He said, the salt in the nylon now. He said, I didn't keep any salt there. Go and bring the salt. My sister brought it and she opened it. She was like, this is the one they gave me in the church. Now why are you using it to cook? And my mom had to now put her and taste. I said, hey, these people gave me salt though. So which means that it is salt I paid. They gave my mom that in 10,000. They sold that salt for her for 10,000. I was like, mom,
Spiritual salt.
Spiritual. I was like, mom, you have been scammed. Like, because how can somebody give you something? Okay, that's why I see this thing, you people are always going to church looking for miracles. One day to put you people in trouble. Because this one is an example of it. Giving you salt now, you believe that yes, everything that the person gave to you now is real. Without you even asking questions that what is it, but you already believe. So all these things is part of being scammed and all that.
Yep.
So
Salasi, have you or anybody close to you experienced any fraudulent activity before?
Yes. There was one of my neighbor that got scammed. She got a phone call
in here in Togo.
Yeah,
Here in Togo.
Here in Togo. Here in Togo.
okay.
She got scammed because she got a phone call from an unknown person asking her to send money because she had her, the son of her younger sister being operated through surgery in the hospitals just to save life. And then she started sending money up to 200,000.
No.
Yeah. So apparently I was there at the last 50,000 she was sending. And she asked me, she wanted to send money to someone, and I was the one even that helped her send the last 50,000. I sent the money, so she was now calling to get the confirmation from the person. Did you get the last 50,000? And then the number was completely inaccessible. So this is how I got, I realized she was scammed. Do you understand? Now, where I know where I can still come back on the Togo thing is people like me cannot be scammed.
I think it's a personal issue.
No,
it's happening.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Because that day even my mom was there, and everybody was very surprised to the extent that she can fall for this trap because everybody knows about this. I remember when these phone calling things started in this country. This is something that just started very recently, in this country. So, and I don't know where these people get information, and this is what I talk about as far as the non-control of technology. This is how it comes in. So the problem is everybody now knows, and when this starts, the government informs people people do this now, so you beware. So nobody can just call you and say your daughter is someone you should.
Mrs. Ju, what do you think?
Well,
any experience?
I haven't had
personal experience.
I haven't, because I'll rather say I'm.
But is
I'm
anybody close to you?
Yeah, definitely. Two of my, one is my mom that I talk about. The other one is one of my cousin, my sister.
Okay.
My cousin sister who got a call from an unknown number telling her that somebody that she knows, they actually called the person's name.
Okay.
and she knows the person. That's also person that her child was admitted in the hospital.
Okay.
So that they need money to run some tests, give her medication. So out of pity, she sent 50,000 naira.
Okay.
So when they called her and said, okay, the result is out, they need to operate on that baby ASAP, like as soon as possible. If not, the baby might die. So out of compassion, my sister was running around, looking for 150,000 to send to them. So when she called me, I called her, I just like, something just touched me. I just called her. She was like, she will call me back. She will call me back. I said, why is she like that? I had to call her back. She said, somebody's in the hospital that urgently needs help. 150,000. Do I have some 20,000 that she's looking for? I said, calm down first. I said, who is the person? She said, the person said that they know the person. So have you spoken to the person that you know? Or was this just that they called the person's name and you're sending money? You say, that they said the woman that knows that owns the baby, that she cannot talk at this point in time because she's running around crying looking for a baby. So she gave the person who is calling her number to call. I was like, wait, hold on. Check this thing you're saying doesn't make sense to you at all. The person who needs help is not calling you directly. You give somebody phone to call you, and you actually say, I said, okay, how much have you sent? She said she have sent 50,000, but they said the money is now she's looking for 150,000. I said, hey, sister, calm down. I said, please, just take your time. I said, call that number back. Tell the person you want to speak to the mother of that baby. That's the only time because she said she has spoken to the doctor itself. I said, you don't need to speak to the doctor. It's nothing concerning the doctor. All you have to do is to talk to the mother of the person. Before she now called, I wanted to talk to the mother. All of a sudden, the number stopped going.
I've actually had my own fair share of this scam thing. Ma, the person was calling like a baby. Well, yes.
In Togo or Nigeria?
Yeah, in Nigeria. The person called me. He said, so what happened was I just sat down, received this notification that you've been awarded, I think, 150,000 for a gift. They said from Amazon. Yeah, free money. And I was like, wow. I saw the message. I was going on the way, and then I needed money. So they were like, I was shouting. I was like, wow, this is good though. So they said I should send a code to a particular number, which I did. So they said, congratulations, we've received your code. Are you so and so person? I said, yes. Can we call you? I said, please do. Hello, my name is Mr. Ibrahim. I'm calling you from so and so place. You're Miss Esther, right? I said yes. Okay, congratulations. You've won 150,000 from Amazon. Mind you, I don't use Amazon.
Okay.
So, but I didn't think twice. It's money. so I was like, oh, thank you so much. Okay, so how do I get my money? Please send your account number. I said, okay. I sent the account number. I said, okay, so we're about to send the money to you, but before we send it, you need to transfer 5,000 because the money, if we're sending it to your account, is going to be hooked. That was the statement he used. He says it's going to be hooked because we are sending it from abroad. So you need to do some clearing to be able to collect the money. I said, okay. So I went home. Then my grandmother's brother was at home. So I started telling him, I said, you should give me 5,000. I want 5,000. He said, wait, calm down. What is it? I said, they want to give me 150,000. So it was like, who wants to give you 150,000? I now said, one man like that, oh. They said, I want something on my phone. I showed him the message. He laughed. He was like, have you sent any money? I said, no, I haven't sent. He said, see, it's God that saved you today. That would have flogged me, eh?
It will not end on that 5,000, no.
My mom, the thing happened to my mom directly. The same thing, no. They sent her, the woman needed money. So on the road, she started singing, was even dancing. When she got home, they said she should send 5,000. No, they said her own is inclusive with a gift. That they are shipping the gift, to her. So she should send, that they are sending, I think they said they were sending 500K. So she should send 20,000 so that they will ship the gift for her and then transfer the money. She sent it though.
Really?
Oh, she sent it. So these
such things.
These are stories that are happening. But Mr. Latif, quickly, when one detects scam, right? What are some quick measures, especially when it has to do with POTAB, that's phone? Phone scams and all that. When you detect it immediately, what are some measures that one should take, to be able to safeguard what is left in your account, or what is left on your phone, or your image as a person?
Okay, the first thing to do, I will not tell people to go to the police, because we know African police, they are almost the same.
Exactly.
Like, if you call police, first of all, it's going, like, your money will go. Like, that's the first
You will still
sacrifice.
pay for consultation.
Yes, that's the first sacrifice.
Right.
So now, if you just detected that this is a scam, come on, just first of all, you can even off your phone. You can even leave your phone on. If the person is calling you, don't pick the phone. By the way, don't pick the call, and that's all. Now, in case you've already sent your your code of your account to the person, before you realized that it was a scam, the next thing to do is to rush immediately to your mobile company, just for them to shut down, or you can even call them for them to shut down.
In most
but
cases,
now the point is, technology is very advanced to the extent that for you even to call them,
it does not go. It doesn't go.
Money is already
exactly. I had somebody screenshotted someone's ATM.
Even now, like, there are a lot of methods. Someone will tell you, I want to send you money, I want to give you money. Even like someone you just met, it might happen you perform something somewhere, or you've been an MC in an event, and someone will just tell you, okay, I want to dash you money, send me your account number. In front of you, you will dial your account number, the person will type it, everything, add the money, like 500,000, hash, type the code, send it to you in front of you.
You will receive it.
You receive the alert. But as soon as you reach home, you are the one now getting debit.
What do you think?
Well, I wouldn't actually rule out calling the police, talking to the police.
Okay.
I know that, yes, in most cases, the police people are not really helping. I know, but in some cases as well, they do help for your own safety as well. I know that, yes, sometimes we do say our policemen, our officers are not doing the right job. But if you have the right information to help them get the clue of whatever you lost,
do you trust Nigerian police? You?
When you say do I trust Nigerian police, yes, I do to some extent. Okay, if I have my whole informations, and I'm sure that, yes, I know, sometimes they do fail us. Okay, that's why I say sometimes. Now, why do I say? I say based on your own security. The person who scammed you might be close to you. Do you understand? But going to the police to give such information, it might not help you at that point in time, but tomorrow it might help you, the police, to help you look for something. Let's say maybe tomorrow something happens to you, and they'll be like, okay, they have to find a trace. Okay, sometime ago this person have come to some place to give a report of this. And mind you, before you go to your bank account to ask them to block your account, they will have to ask you to go and take an advocate, what they used to call it in the court, before they can be able to block that account and start doing any
and the money is debiting.
Yes, and mind you, if this same incident happened weekend, nobody is there to help you. No workers, bankers doesn't work weekends, so you have to wait till Monday again. By that time, your money is all gone.
Okay.
But so in order for all these things not to happen, what you're going to do, you just have to hope on God and believe, hoping that maybe the person who is scamming you will have compassionate on you and just leave some more money for you. So because once they have your code, is definitely gone.
So what is the solution? Okay, when you spot that you're being scammed, how do you handle it? Let's hit the nail on the head.
Now, we just have to be, how will I say, matured about it. If you get scammed and you notice
you
that
cannot be matured, though. Money is at stake.
Yes, I know money is at stake.
Right.
You don't have to. What are you going to do? You just have to, whatever the person is chatting you with, if it's through your mobile or the person is calling you direct, you just have to play along.
Okay.
Believing that let the person believe that, yes, you've already understood that. Don't, like, you're following the person. Try to delay that conversation. So while you try to think of something else to do, either to go to the police or either go to your bank immediately, or record that voice note of what that person is saying, or try to screenshot whatever that person is using on you. Do you understand?
In a case where you're already scammed, what do you do?
The case where you're already scammed, you just have to let it go. Yes. You're scammed. So since you guys say you don't even trust the police, you just have to let it go.
What do you think?
There is no solution for that.
There's no solution.
I was waiting for you to be like, there is no solution. As soon as you are scammed, there is no solution for that. Like, I don't know. What are you expecting? From who?
It's very, very unfortunate. I want to end with this story. A friend from Ghana, an old-time friend, he went for a conference. And then, equivalent to CFA, we are talking about 500,000 CFA. No, it's more than. We're talking about 1.5 million CFA. So he went for a conference. The boss transferred the money to his phone and told him, transfer this money to this company in respect to a land that they want to purchase for the school. So he can't do the transfer because he's leaving the country. So he sent it to him as his PA. And then he traveled. So he innocently transferred the money. Then he did this transfer in the morning. Towards evening, the boss called, said, I received this call from said person. And he's saying he hasn't received the money. And he's saying, but I have sent the money. Can I see the transfer receipt? He sent it to him. They saw it. Saw that it's missing. He switched the digits. So instead of, let's say, for instance, 2, he typed 5. So the money went to someone else's account. Now, he began pacing around. What should we do? It's already late. How do we reverse the money? Called customer care of the, let's say, the mobile money he used. He called them and was like, please, can you help contact such a person to send the money back? They tried reaching out to this person. The person did not pick up. The money was not in the account again. The money disappeared. The person they are calling, the phone was switched off. They tried to trace the person. They went to the person's house. They said the person have run. On top of 1.5 million CFA. So here's the thing. There's no way in this world to actually retrieve the money, just like Mr. Latif and Ms. Uju has said. But like we said, it is possible to be handled. Like Ms. Uju said, if you notice such a thing, if you have the brain to play along, because most times you get roped in. There are people that are not psychologically intelligent. You are pulling them, they are pulling you. Before you know you're roped in, you want to send. So if you know you're psychologically strong enough to handle it, play along, get a voice record, get evidence, get some things that could implicate the person. You may not even know the person self. But if you could, report the person to the police station. Right? Like she has said. Now, that is how to handle it. Now, to spot it, if somebody is trying to, say some sensitive things. Your sister is in the hospital. Your brother is in the hospital. This person is here or something just happened. Somebody is about to die. It is easy for you to spot that there's something fishy. Always make confirmation. Call somebody that knows the person they are talking about to be sure before you can finally make transfer. That is we are rich, like Elon Musk. All right, we've come to the end of today's show. Thank you so much, Mr. Latif, for coming. Thank you, Ms. Uju. It's so good to have you both here today. Thank you very much. Until we'll come your way next time, stay blessed, stay safe. Plenty love from me to you. Bye-bye.